Hey everybody, we're back to face Noir.
No, I need to pull out the film roll.
Okay.
Greta's... She says that the winder is broken. I'll have to remove the film. It wasn't a... It's the joints. No.
Alright, so... We gotta, open up this camera. I guess we'll go out here, because there's... Here we go. Dark alley.
Wandering through the dark... Yes, it's darkened.
And this will surely be safe. You didn't break it, did you?
Good. I was able to... I hope that the film roll didn't get exposed.
Okay. You probably shouldn't have taken it out of your coat after you left the alley, in all fairness. I have pretzels, so you'll hear some crunching.
Here's the camera. Can I get...
Whiskey? And how are you going to pay for it? Your account has been overdue for months, Jack. And I have to pay your rent, too. So until you pay, you don't drink.
Am I wrong? Or are you in a bad mood tonight?
Terrible, I'd say.
What happened?
Look around. The joint's empty. There's not a soul except for the one customer I'd happily do without. Smiley. Anyway, I'm busy now.
I have to find a way of getting that... And I have to do something to make... This is all the money I have. Let's see how this thing works.
Oh. Okay, so this is the era when there was nothing on the radio.
People of the United States about banking. To talk with the comparatively few who understand the mechanics of banking, but...
Aha.
Hi again.
Smiley, you...
I don't see why I should.
It doesn't make any... Nothing. Goodbye.
Bye.
Greta, and there's nothing more. In a better mood?
I'm still a little bit nervous.
I have to find a way. It's that. No clue. No. It's a windmill, or rather, a miniature replica of one.
Take it.
I don't think that it would...
No.
It's an old poster. It's an old It's called Marzetti's Cats. Greta's name is listed. I'm not going to...
Yeah, you should. Come on, it's an adventure game.
It's an alcohol. Every joint that wants to serve booze has to display this piece of paper. Clear, and it wouldn't surprise...
New York.
I'll
put you. Please wait.
Police.
Who is...
Police.
And who called the...
You.
Me. You're right.
Listen, I know you and your friend. Otherwise, I'm gonna send... Get it?
What? Alright.
House full of...
Maybe there's someone else I can call.
Hello?
Can you...
Can't you buy yourself one of those new telephones with the number?
I'm an old-fashioned...
Huh.
Whatever. Bye.
I want to talk to Obama.
Noir. I've stopped sending letters. Forget it. Trash. I'm not desperate enough. Trash. Vote Weston freedom. I think. It's a bill. I don't know who
Okay. So our options are pretty limited here. We're gonna have to be able to get rid of this guy with the stuff that's available to us here.
nuts that... It's the same man in all the photographs. It's the same man. Lovely hand-decorated plates. It's one of those new neon signs. I hope this is only a passing phase.
Bad news. Alright, maybe if we just talk to him, we'll get more info. I don't know. I mean, we've already used those dialogue options before.
Why are you...
I've been off
Did you...
our...
What? What?
Sorry, the only thing...
Yeah. The recession.
You know.
Since when?
Come on, detective.
Smiley.
That might be true. I just do my job. You aren't going to get all moral on me. Telling...
Right. Every
detective...
You do...
Don't get upset.
Of course. Good.
Bye,
The red? Rather pointless. It's today. Even though companies keep shutting down, I wonder who it helps if people... The usual, each can... At the end, it looks like the rain in some areas of the... The usual, each can... At the end...
I got the idea thing from looking at that, so let's see if that connects.
Smiley?
I don't...
Am I wrong, or did you say that you're supposed to get the call that will change your life?
Yes. Why are you asking me?
Because tonight the telephone lines may be down in some areas. The storm last night seems to have caused more than the usual damage.
Not a problem. If they can't get through today, they can always get through tomorrow.
Certainly. No one would ever give up the chance of working with you just because of a telephone glitch.
Yes. They'll definitely call tomorrow.
You know what, Smiley? They say that real opportunities only come around once.
You think they might change their mind and not call?
I don't know.
Maybe I could go to them, to be on the safe side.
Well, it'd be a shame to throw away the opportunity of your lifetime because of a stupid telephone glitch, right?
Yes, maybe you're right. I better go to them. I'm sorry I have to run. I better hit the road. I have a lot of ground to cover.
Good luck, Smiley.
Thanks, Detective. Thanks.
Off he goes.
He might be a dirty snake, but sometimes that guy is as naive as a kid. In a better mood?
Sorry, Jack, but I've had enough. The customers have all disappeared. I'm barely making it to pay my rent. And that slimeball Smiley is here every night. I hate him.
About Smiley.
No, Jack.
How's the joint?
Not well.
Why did you pick the name Red Tulip for your joint?
My old man picked it, not me. He opened it after the war. He was in the Air Force. When he got discharged, he got the crazy idea of opening this joint. He was so proud to be Dutch that he decided to call it the Red Tulip.
What kind of guy was your old man?
He was a good man. I really miss his stories about when he was a pilot in Holland. I was born here in New York. It must be a beautiful place.
I don't think they're doing too well either right now. How did you end up working in your old man's pub?
One day, my old man got sick and died. I had lost my job as a dancer, so working in his joint seemed like the only thing to do.
So you were a dancer?
Right. The Flying Dutch Girl. That's what they called. I loved to dance. I was even in a tour in France for an entire year. With the economic crisis, no one was going to see the shows anymore. Better spend the few bucks left on booze and hookers.
Did you ever try to get back in it?
Didn't make sense anymore. Moreover, now I have to run this joint and serve whiskey to semi-alcoholic former police officers.
Delighted to be part of the story. It looks like you haven't had many customers lately.
Right. It's because of the Great Depression. That's what the papers call it. Banks have gone under, people are unemployed, and there are prostitutes and criminals around every corner of the city. I'd say that the American dream is over, and we're just starting to figure it out.
At least you still have your joint.
I barely make it to the end of the month, and the situation isn't getting any better.
It could be worse. At least you don't spend your nights photographing 20-somethings running around with guys who could be their fathers.
Is that what you were doing tonight?
I'd rather not talk about it. Let's... Could I get something?
Your account.
Maybe you could make an exception for a fan of the Flying Dutch Girl?
It's just a pathetic attempt to flatter me, Jack.
It's worth trying. The worst that can happen is that it will make you feel better.
I doubt that it would be enough to get a drink on the house.
But I'm sure it would make you happy.
You think that sooner or later I'll give in and pour you one, right?
If I didn't know how to read people, I wouldn't be doing this job.
So you think you're good at your job?
I'm definitely not the best. I'm better than a lot of guys that hang a sign out.
Why should I offer you a drink?
Because you're not as tough as you'd like people to think. And offering a whiskey to a poor schlep like me makes you feel good in the end.
I'm not sure about that.
If I give you a whiskey, it's just so you'll keep your damn mouth closed. Today you're full of stupid ideas.
Well, at least I got what I wanted.
How do you want your damn whiskey?
Make it a double. No rocks. I hate watered-down whiskey. I down the first glass of whiskey in one gulp. That burn in the throat as the alcohol goes down is a thing of the past. After years of drinking, all that's left is the sweet flavor of malt. A few drinks, and my muscles start to relax. My head feels light. My vision gets cloudy. One headache later, and I'm outside the Red Tulip. Closing time, says Greta. My head is ringing like the church bells on Christmas Eve. The hammer is striking the wall of my skull like it's trying to break through.
Now whose fault is that, buddy?
Too much whiskey, Jack. Better go home.
Oh no, I was playing hacky sack with the film roll.
Hello? Yeah, it's me. Well, call back tomorrow morning. I don't work at this hour. I'm not a pay-as-you-go masseuse. What? McLean? McLean's in New York? Who are you? Where did you get this information? Melville Port in Brooklyn. Follow the Lord? What the hell does follow the Lord mean? Hello? Hello? Dannazione. He hung up. McLean. It's been years since I heard his name. Why is he in New York? I don't like this, but I have to know. I'll go to the Millville port in Brooklyn, but I better bring my gun with me. Even if I hate carrying a gun, I don't want to take a bullet for a call from who knows who. Damnation. Damnation. No. Here's the... A series of use, as if there were an elegant way to... Maybe an... Useless... There's something... I must have been too... It's a letter from Slavonsky, the apartment owner.
Dear Mr. Del Nero, please remember that you are 2 months late with rent to avoid unpleasant consequences. Sincerely, Vladimir.
If I had the money, I'd pay the rent. It's the third threat of eviction that this stingy Russian has sent me this month. And I think it can keep the other two company. A manual on processing jade. I must have been drunk. Maybe a...
Wait a minute.
A manual on processing jade. An essay on sleepwalk. I must have been...
I thought they were adventure game references, because I know...
I don't have any idea what's in these
Broken
boxes.
Sword had, the Knights Templar in them.
Inside, there's a... Nothing useful in there.
What about the underwear? You could have taken the underwear.
This calendar is from a few... It's point... Document and ash... No. Document... All the cases I've ever worked... Better not. Order. It doesn't seem... My favorite armchair. My 20 square feet of bathroom. As long as the bed isn't...
No. Open, or close, rather. Oh, that's cool.
Full away...
I love that it looks like a file cabinet. That's great.
It's an old... There's nothing. The only... No. A manifesto. Mop and pail.
Oh, there's a lot of objects on the screen. Most of which are completely pointless.
A jar of...
Yeah, take that jar of lard.
Detergent and clothes. It's fine. My homemade... I develop my own photographs. I can't let compromising materials end up with... The last red light bulb I had blew up last week. And the place where I usually buy them does... My homemade... I developed the last... When I rented this apartment, the only useful thing that... When I the only useful... Boxes, papers, and... There are just boxes.
A wheel?
What's left?
Oh.
I don't have the time or the...
Okay.
I don't see...
For now, that room is not important.
I don't... The only use... I don't need the... Document... The telephone.
New York.
I...
Bye.
Alright, so where is this gun?
Family photo... It cost a lot to take a photograph back then. I wonder how they are. I'm not leaving on a...
Well, where is it? Maybe it is in there, but I didn't see it.
Boxes? I doubt. Some canned... No, I'm not hungry. It looks like a statue of it. I can't reach. There are just boxes. I doubt...
Yeah, that must
It's
be
my
it.
gun. Dannazione. It's been years.
What? Hold on. Let's check.
My investigate $20. I don't see. It's my gun.
I mean, what would I use to...
These trinkets have come in handy. No. My cigarettes and my... No clue.
Let me check, Let me see if there'll be information this way. 8172.
It's my gun. Donuts.
I should have known.
My gun. It's been a while. Anyway, it's not low. I must have some bullets in my...
Alright, back to... Something to bear in mind for puzzles of that sort.
Here are the bullets. Great. There are just better to be an optimist and see the magazine half full. Good.
Alright, off to our destiny. Hey, some Matryoshka dolls.
I think this is a matryoshka, even if from that sour expression it doesn't look... No. Slavansky's... That stingy Russian spent... No thanks. An umbrella in... I'd rather get wet.
You're dumb.
These trash bags
Umbrellas are
give it
important.
that certain... Better not touch them. It looks like a movie poster. There's nothing more welcome.
And there's so many hot spots.
Trash. That's a cab. Since my car is still parked in Harlem, it's the only way. A cab.
Hi, buddy. I help you?
Take me to the Melville Port in Brooklyn.
Sorry, friend. I know in service.
What does that mean?
It means I know work. I on work.
You don't
No
need
ride,
to
no
freaking...
work, and no question. I on work.
Oh, good grief. You don't need to... Why would you put W's in the subtitles? That is wrong.
When is your break over?
Oh, I don't know.
You're on a 3-hour break? What kind of nightcab are you if you take a 3-hour break?
I don't talk about my work,
I need to...
buddy. I off. If
Take me to the Melville Port.
I know want money.
Damn, driver.
You deaf. I off. If
Good.
you said what?
I have no intent. A picturesque. Mackenzie's store. It was the only drug...
Oh. She's closed now. Maybe I can call another cab.
New York op.
The taxi company.
1 second. Hello, Binkle Tax.
I need a cab.
Where are you?
Essex Street.
Hold. Are you still?
Yes, I'm here.
I'm sorry, but the only driver. He seems to have disappeared.
You don't have it.
No, not right now. No one wants to work the night shift in South New York.
So the only cab available in this area is the one with this disappear.
Yeah, we haven't heard. We even reported him missing to the police. But they don't care about him disappeared Mexican cab. They keep telling us that sooner or later. Anyway, I can send you a.
No, I can't.
Okay.
All I needed was a missing cab driver. It seems that the only way to get away from here is that damn Chinese cab driver. No.
You again? I already.
The company says that there are no cabs in the area.
Well, obviously.
Hey, the receptionist said the only cab driver for this area disappeared 3 days ago.
Disappear? I know disappear.
And why don't you answer?
I sell it, man.
You sold the...
Yes, sold. I pick up more.
Something smell...
And what you want?
The receptionist said the cab driver who disappeared was a fat Mexican. And you don't seem much like a fat Mexican.
I don't understand.
You understand all too well. I'm not interested in your game. But if you're Mexican, I'm Abe Lincoln.
I adopted Mexican. Lived many years.
Of course.
My uncle, he called Diego de la...
Diego de la Vega is Zorro.
Yes, yes.
He's make-believe.
What? You...
Let's knock. I don't care who you are, or where you come from, or what you did with a Mexican driver. Just take me to the Melville port, and I'll keep my mouth...
You black?
You can call it whatever you want.
I know, listen.
Whatever you want. I hope the police believe your story about being Zorro's Chinese nephew.
Okay. You win. You get in cab, but no...
That's better.
Where we go?
The Melville port in Brooklyn.
That I said over and over.
The cab glides over Manhattan Bridge, a solitary figure, ignoring the speed limit. In my head, a quartet of pneumatic hammers continues to bang on my temples, reminding me that there's still a good amount of whiskey in my veins. Not exactly the best way to go to a meeting that seems like it was set up to get rid of someone quickly.
You happy now? I bring you here, and now I go away.
You're not going anywhere.
I must wait you here? I don't want...
Stop whining or I...
License.
Great. A Chinese cab driver, without a license, who's driving the cab of some Mexican guy that nobody can find.
Welcome to...
This car... Better not waste time. Better not wait. There's no one here. This is the right place, and I'm not that late that most people wouldn't still be. I don't like that. The sun? Rather optimistic. Crates, barrel. It's the Harbor Master's office. We would like to inform you that the Harbor Master's office is open daily from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. Before I check out, there's a... Who knows? It's a signal buoy. It's the Manhattan. They finished it about... rowboat. Nothing that's worth... I didn't come... Nothing... A ton... I'm not going to... They probably called me from this... Dannazione. It's blood. It's fresh. Very fresh. I didn't like this case right from the very beginning. These traces of blood certainly don't win at any point. What the hell?
Off goes your cab.
Dannazione. I hate. It would be better if I...
It's gonna be a little suspicious that
Yes.
you're the one reporting that you saw
Hello,
blood.
Operator? There's no
You're the
line.
only one there.
Someone must have cut the cables. No cab, no phone.
No, here we go. I want to save
It's
here.
too dark. I can barely see where...
I'm gonna save here. Okay.
An electric... Nothing I can do.
Oh,
Yes,
but
I'll
there's
take it.
a flashlight.
The flashlight is in good condition. Finding something ready to be used would have been... There's a toy... Who knows? They don't fit in my... These are the typical... There's a toy...
I may not be able to
The
go
wooden
much
pier
further.
is so... It's pitch black. If I take enough... Anyway, I have to find...
I don't have anything in my possession that has batteries.
The light from this buoy definitely may be at use. I can't get there.
I don't have, Oh, wait. Ah, the old metal bar.
What should I use it for? Yes, it's a good idea, but with the stick... No, it doesn't... It's not a bad idea, but I'd better put some pitch on the object. No. No clue. An open can. The pitch, look...
Yeah, so I'm saying do it with that.
And what should I... It's not a bad idea, but I'd better put some pitch...
Oh. Well, what would I... Alright, so I need something with a hook.
Nothing that's worth it. I didn't come...
I didn't come here to make friends.
Let's see. It's part of a pipe.
The things that are randomly useful.
Yes. Now the pipe is full of...
A pitch pipe. That's a word you can't say without a pop filter. A pitch pipe.
The pitch. And what should I use it? Yes. The improvised hook does the job. It hooks the buoy and brings it to the pier. Okay, I brought the... Okay, They take the same battery. If I weren't already up because of that anonymous call, and I hadn't found...
Alright, now we can look around. Open lights of me.
It's time to...
Oh, good
Gun
one.
and flashlight in hand, I walk around the crates scattered around the port. I'm careful to cast my light everywhere that someone could be hiding with the idea of whacking me over the head with something when I least expect it. There isn't anyone on the dock. I decide to look around the piers. And there, I find something that doesn't really surprise me. A dead body.
Yep.
Sean's dead body.
Who is Sean? Who is Sean?
I touch his face with my fingers. It's warm. He can't have been dead more than 20 minutes. Rifling through the pockets of his coat, I find a bottle that, from the smell of it, must have rye whiskey in it. And a couple documents with the name John Ford on them. They're done so well, they almost seem real. All of a sudden, a noise behind me brings me back to reality. But it's too late. A set of knuckles meets my jaw like a truck. I fall to the ground. From the rebound, my finger pulls the trigger, and the gun goes off. The trajectory of the bullet is as random as my shot. The owner of the fist stands there like a statue, making noises like a caged gorilla at the zoo. I try to think of a quick way to knock him over. He's as big as a house, but a kick to his legs will knock him over like a consumptive kid. Right before I'm about to jump, the guy turns around and runs away. I follow him.
Okay.
But as soon as I get off the piers, a light beam hits me right in the face. "Hands up," says a voice, but I can't see the face. "New York Police," continues the voice.
Well...
Del Nero, that's a great story you just told. An anonymous call, a mysterious assailant, and a dead body. Sounds like the plot of one of those crime novels so popular these days.
I bet it's those kinds of books that made you the lieutenant you are today.
Oh, he's got a little
Hey, I wouldn't joke
blood
if
on
I
his
were
mouth.
you. You're not in a position to be joking. Let's summarize your version of the facts. Around 20 past midnight, you got a call from a man. When you got to the port, no one was there. You decided to walk to the piers, and there you discovered the body of Sean McClane, a former police officer who had been your partner in this department years back. And to conclude, you claim that you were assaulted by some mystery guy who was chasing you. Now, is this all...
It's the third time that I've told you the facts of the matter. I can repeat it as often as you like, so that you can see whether I trip up.
You are accused of homicide, Del Nero. There are some unclear points that I'd like to shed some light on, if you don't mind.
Sure. I don't have any other appointments. My knitting class has already ended.
Del Nero, at 20 past midnight, you got a telephone call from a man that asked you to go to the old Melville port. Let's talk about the telephone call you received.
Alright, so, we're going to continue this on the next episode of Face Noir. So grab a snack and we'll be right back.